Sup everybody, it's D's World. Got a reaction again. I'm about to react Disney how they losing almost $1 billion ever since after going woke. From all that. Well, they've been doing some crazy stuff the last couple years. All the new characters they make and all that kind of stuff. I think they're doing too much crazy for little kids, making it very sexually and stuff. It's way too much. But I'm gonna see what they're reacting about it. But there's a lot of movies, new movies and shows and all that kind of stuff. It's too much, man. I be watching my little sister, some of them, and she don't understand some stuff because she's young. But man, I don't know. I don't know why they do that too much, man. They always trying to push it too much, that kind of stuff. But let's see what they're saying, man. Let's see if I agree, disagree, or if I understand that side. Alright, let's go into it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Disney, the Daily Mail reporting on this, is looking at an almost $900 million loss right now.
Damn, that's money. Snap. How much shoes can you get with that? Now we already know that's a lie, but you're still for that one.
Following a series of woke flops at the box office. Apparently, there's an analysis out there showing that films like Lightyear, in which they decided to make Buzz Lightyear gay, The Little Mermaid, which is now woke. I'm trying to get the...
Oh, yeah, for the Buzz Lightyear. I just watched the clips. I didn't watch the movie because I seen it had a bad review. And they just had that one thing. You have one of the Buzz Lightyear, because it's all different people. I guess it. And like she's pushing it, like she's the mom and everything. There's two moms and everything, that kind of stuff. It's like, bruh.
The latest one, Elemental. That's one of the ones that includes a non-binary character, which had one of the worst openings ever. Worst opening weekend in company history. We could go down the list. The people are not buying this content. They don't want this content. And
it's like we don't want to see that all the time, every freaking movie now, man, and all that kind of stuff. We just want to have like a family thing, not just pride stuff all the damn time. Even though when you go on Disney Plus, they have this only section, just all freaking that pride, all that kind of stuff.
Slowly but surely.
Too much.
You have, we almost covered this story yesterday. Netflix, which right after George Floyd created some group that was going to add little addendums onto its movies, like Gone with the Wind is racist, and sort of contextualize all these old films. It's like, that's a Me Too-er. That division has been eliminated bit by bit. All these media companies are
Yeah, they had all that right there on Netflix. I remember that too. I just like, damn, you have all the movies like, oh, it's all this and this. I'm like, come on, man. It's like, bruh, I'm not watching none of those movies.
Eliminating, and big tech companies are eliminating their heads of diversity because it's just a wasted position where somebody just glorifies their wokeness and tries to lecture.
Yes.
So it's failing.
It is failing. So a couple thoughts. Number one, streaming itself there's two big bubbles that I think are going to pop. The commercial real estate bubble and the streaming bubble. The amount of money that the streaming wars generated, or just that they plowed into crappy content, Megan, it's like 99% of it is just garbage. And so as streaming was ascendant during COVID, you had Hulu, which is owned by Disney, you have Disney Plus, you have Paramount, you had Netflix, you had Amazon. They would just pour hundreds of millions, billions of dollars into any and all content they could get their hands on. And a lot of it is just trash. And so they have just libraries of this content that nobody is watching, when in reality, it's kind of like private equity, which is like 1 in 30 deals actually end up paying the bills. Like 1 in 250 asset purchases in streaming actually end up generating.
Yeah, because when you think about other movies right there from because remember the Titans? Sunshine, he's from California, Sunshine, talking about him, and then when he threw that ball to him and stuff, and because he called him a fruit cake, and after that he was all like, oh, and that was inside the locker room, and he kissed him, but they didn't do it after it was cool when he was pulling out the girls right there, and then like, why you talking to him? Oh man, that's Sunshine pull all the girls, and he was a quarterback superstar, but it was nothing crazy. There's only just one little clip, but now it's like going like, damn. Like, oh, they like him. Oh, this. Oh, man. Oh, look at. I'm not this. Oh, I'm a girl, guy. Oh, like, why?
Generating any sort of
Why?
traffic or retention. And so they have all this wasted content. But Megan, it's worse than that. It's that they then had half of their content allocation had to be in kind of the woke bucket. And I don't know about you. I mean, I haven't gone to Netflix in a couple months, but it's like every other show is like some black lesbian in a wheelchair, like protesting some injustice. I'm like, I don't like, it's just not very interesting to me, right?
Can I just
Like,
have a normal
yeah,
romantic
climate change.
comedy or a drama, a thriller?
Yes, or just something, or like a World War II documentary, or I don't know, something that just isn't complaining, right? Like, listen to me complain for 90 minutes. Like, okay, great. Like, I got enough of that. Can I watch
so
something
true.
that is like wholesome and
Yes.
virtuous?
Even
And
like
so
the
we see
kids
that
notice it.
Oh, yes. And by the way, it doesn't elevate you, right? And that kind of goes back to a theme we're talking about. Do we have things that lift us up where it tries to make us become better humans and, talk about what is good and virtuous and beautiful and what is heroic and courageous? And that really is what art at its best should be. And so you look at the box office this week with almost no promotion, total word of mouth. The number one movie in America right now is Sound of Freedom, which is an amazing story about anti-child sex trafficking, beat Indiana Jones, beat all of this. And so Disney's $900 million bloodbath, I think, is only beginning. And Bob Iger, who now has reassumed the role of CEO of Disney, has a really tough kind of situation in front of him because he has so many radical employees that he relies upon for graphic design, for screenwriting, that are so all in on the LGBTQ agenda. He has to continue to push content at least out to
Man, losing money, man, losing money. I've been saying that maybe for a couple years now. It's gone too much, man, way too much. Maybe, oh yeah, I'll say last couple years. Out of pocket, way too much. All those movies right there. They're supposed to be for kids, bruh.
satisfy their demand. And so he has this anchor that he has to just, okay, guys, once every month, we're going to have another gay kissing scene in whatever movie we're doing. And whether it be Lightyear or, we're going to do Aladdin, but this time Aladdin is actually trans. Like, okay, great. How many renditions? Or we're going to do Lion King, but instead of, the hero's journey, it's really that, they're not allowed to stay in the Great Plains because of climate change. Like, how many different political elements can you incorporate in this? And so you're going to see mass layoffs. So there's two big bubbles that are going to pop: the streaming bubble and the commercial real estate bubble. They've both been created for different reasons. The streaming one, and I try not to make a habit, Megan, of rejoicing in the suffering of people or companies. I have suspended that rule. I am loving this bloodbath. I love the misery. I love the suffering because Disney used to be a wholesome, family-friendly company that made billions of dollars off of families like my own that I grew up in when my parents trusted Disney. They violated that trust, and they deserve to suffer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's their fault. Their fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's them. They're trying to change it and put it everybody. I don't know, because everybody's. I'm just trying to. I don't know, man. It's just confusing, and for that kind of stuff, trying to push that place and to have everybody, we can all feel the same thing. Like, how do we all feel the same thing? Everybody has different opinions and everything. It's like there's a lot of people, they don't even want to go religion stuff to a lot of stuff, and if you talk about religion, it's all bad. But if you want to in that kind of way, we're just talking about it. Oh, it's all good. But if you talk about religion, it's all bad. You're getting canceled. You're getting all that kind of stuff. And that's like, I don't know. That's what the heck is happening.
Yes, I'd love to see it too. I want to correct myself. Buzz is not gay in the remake. My team's informing me.
Nah, man. Hey, Buzz Lightyear right now inside Toy Story, he was dope, You know what I'm saying? He was right there with what girl that he was talking to on it. There's a girl right there. It was in the second movie or the third. Oh yeah, it was it was the second Toy Story with the girl, the cowboy girl, a cowgirl. I forgot his name right there. Remember, there was a lot. Oh yes, it was something. Just pull her. He was talking to her. So it's like, man, y'all is tripping.
characters in the remake. They're basically trying to force the gay agenda, just like the woman said she tries to do in every Disney film. Then there's a movie called Strange World, which centers on a romantic relationship between two male characters. That one lost a staggering $197 million at the box office. I mean, that is brutal. So hopefully they'll learn their lesson. In a startling description, the UN food chief warned the world with these words, knocking on famine's door. He called what we're facing a perfect storm of a perfect storm.
All that kind of stuff, go that Bud, Bud Light, was the other one? Miller Lite, you got all the other stuff. Everybody's just trying to do the same thing. Target. What's other places that doing some crazy stuff like that too? Shut the hell up. Stop it. Just be regular. Just like everybody just want to do their thing. Stop trying to push something, trying to change it in a freaking fast ass way like that. It's like, bro, we good doing what we doing already. Now you're just gonna just have this protest and all that and everything.
And he's not alone. A Barron's report says a food shortage could be coming even in the U.S. Farmers see it too. John Boyd Jr., a fourth-generation farmer, recently said, we're going to see empty food shelves in the coming months. That's why getting survival food may be more important than ever. Create your own stockpile of the best-selling 4 Patriots survival food kits. It's not just any ordinary food. We're talking good for 25 years, super survival food. Hand-packed in a family-owned facility in the USA and giving jobs to over 200 Americans. They have different delicious breakfasts, lunches.
Oh, is that the one thing where she get the money and stuff right there? Yeah, it's probably a little thing with that stuff. But yeah, man, that's crazy. See that? Change that stuff. Push it. Lose money. Oh, lost basically $1 billion. How come? Okay, if you're working right there and you're pretty up about that, and you're the director or the people on top of the director that's trying to push all those movies, shows, all that kind of stuff, how come you don't get fired or something? You have to have a big blame about it because you're losing so much money, man. You know, money, so much money. Ah, snap, man. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? You think this is right? You think it's wrong? You think that we should always let people feel how they feel? But I mean, okay, we're always cool about it. You can believe what you want to believe, but as the kid, as they develop, you want them to go the way that the parents do. It shouldn't go to movies, shows, in school, how they're pushing the stuff in school, but all this kind of stuff, going right there to sports, going to this and this. It's like, dude, what the hell's the matter with this? I remember though, when I'm younger, when I'm young, if somebody like a teacher was trying to talk to my mom or my grandparents or anybody that kind of way, my mom used to say something like, dude, don't you ever try to talk to my kid about this kind of way without school. Don't you talk about that. This is my kid. But now if you do that, they'll be like, oh, no, but this is how it is now. Ooh, like the tripping. Alright, man. Like, subscribe, comments, man. I want to see how you think about this. Lost money. Alright. Peace.